Hi, I'm Brendan, the mini painting noob. I'm learning how to paint using the Grimm Forrest board game. Today I'm going to show you what I've been doing with the Giant. The Giant is a character, as we can see on the character card here. Yellows, browns, orange hair, general skin tone. And he's represented in the game with this miniature. It's one of the bigger miniatures in the game. And you can see here I've almost completed. There's a few things I need to tidy up. So we'll just walk through briefly how I got to the state that this mini's in. So I started with a Zenithal Prime. I painted with matte black from Army Painter. And then did a Zenithal spray from above and the sides using the matte white from Army Painter. This is just the rattle can stuff. I didn't know how to Zenithal Prime. This is the very first mini that I have painted before, and I didn't put on enough of the white for the Army Painter Speedpaints. So you can see under the armpits, that kind of thing. It's this was painted yellow, but it just shows up as black. So the first thing that I learnt with the speed paints is they do not show any colour over darker surfaces, and in general this mini was quite grey, and so you can see the skin tone is quite dark. It still looks pretty good in my opinion. The glossiness of the mini I think is due to the satin varnish that I've placed over the top, also from Army Painter. So we'll just run through the colours that I used. So we've got the orange in here. This was Fire Giant Orange. We've got the skin tone I used is Crusader Skin. The shirt he's wearing is Zealot Yellow. I may have mixed a little bit of Fire Giant Orange onto that as well. And the leather strap and bag is Hardened Leather. His pants are Orc Skin. You can see here he's got laces in his shirt and pants. These are both hardened leather as well. And his boots were hardened leather. He is about to crush a wooden building. So you can see here I've painted the structure using a mix of hardened leather, added some orange in there, to sort of just mixed up the colours, trying to make him look not the same colour as his boots. I went over the that metal pipe there with some black, and then put on silver from Vallejo. They've got their model colour silver, and then put a wash, the Citadel Nuln oil. So that's the pipe there. Got a nice blue door. I've popped down some sand, very fine granuled sand for a path. Added some grass and some tufts. So I learned a valuable lesson. I put down all of the grass before painting the satin varnish, so the tufts look like there's dew forming on them. They're little droplets of varnish, which I think actually looks pretty good. It's not too bad. And then I've just done a black rim using the model model color black, which in my opinion is not very black. It's more like a very dark grey. I can't get it to get blacker than that. You know, under his armpits blacker than that base coat. so I'm not sure what's going on with that. Looking at his facial details, I'm not confident enough to do eyes or teeth, so I'm just letting the shade sort of represent the eyes. I did go into his mouth with a bit of red and a little bit of pink, just sort of try and get a little bit of colour in there. But you know, from when you're playing board games, you're not going to be this up close and personal with the figure. I think he looks pretty good. We're just going to do a little touch up to the grass. So you can see how I've done that. So you can see here next to the path there's a little spot that has not quite finished. So I'll show you how I go and do that. So we just have a little container lid. I'll drop off some Army Painter basing glue. I'll just make a little spot. And I've got a cheap brush I don't care too much about. We just put a little bit of paint on the brush there. And then get in, hopefully see that, get into the area that I'm wanting to add some more grass. Sort of layer up a bit of paint. There you go. And then wet off the brush so that paint doesn't dry and stick to the bristles. And then I've got a little container here ready with the grass, and I just pick up some grass and drop it on with the mini over the container so I'm not getting the little grass everywhere. Give it a little pat down and then sprinkle it off, give it a shake, give it a bash. All the excess off. And now let's have a look. So there you can see that gap has been covered in. The white glue dries clear, and that looks a lot better, I think. So that is a overview of the giant. I hope you like this video, and yeah, subscribe if you want to see more like it. See ya.